Hello folks and welcome to the channel. I haven't done for a long time your best games when I'm analyzing games that were sent in to me by the chess community, which is something that I really enjoy doing, and that was the original intention of this whole channel before I started to upload my own amazing games as well. Lol. So yeah, I'm very happy now to go back to my original intention and analyze a couple of games. This one was sent to me by Mohammad Fahad Raman, who claimed that this was one of the best games that he has ever played. So we are going to have a bit of a brief analysis of what happened here. Nimzo Indian and the main line, Nimzo with e3. Now in this position, knight f3, bishop d3 is somewhat more standard than knight e2, because after d5 it leads to a somewhat passive setup, but at the same time it's very solid for white. D5 a3, bishop back. C5 is also a variation here, but I prefer knight g3 too, because I never really enjoy rigid structures. I like flexibility. Rook e8, take, bishop d3. All good so far. A5, castles, and c6. Now my understanding of this position is, but I've never played this particular line with either side, is that white's intention is to play slow-mo bishop d2, queen c2, rook e1, f3, and then eventually e4. Now the game plan that was played in this particular match was very different, because the white player played rook e1 here with the obvious intention of breaking out with e4. Wow, I can't draw arrows. e4 very soon, and that's indeed what happened. Bishop f8, not so sure about that. Queen c2 and e4. So the reason why now it is rather powerful is because the black rooks are not connected, and there are plenty of pieces in between that sort of prevent this, and therefore black's development is a little bit shaky here. Let's see how exactly white sets about exploiting this. Now the h7 pawn is unguarded, and I think that's the point where he should have played g6, followed by bishop g7, followed by knight b6, but of course against g6 he perhaps would have played d5, breaking the position. Oh no, I can't, because this is hanging. Okay, so let's talk some sense. Maybe bishop f4, so that after bishop g7 we have got d5, but then black might be able to switch around the move order and play knight b6 first to cover the important d5 square. Anyhow, black instead went on to play knight f6, and from here on things went out of hand very quickly for black. Bishop g5, excellent move, and black played a very shaky looking g6. Now the position here is asking for trouble, because the black queen is overloaded. It has to guard the rook and the knight, and it's not a job that it can handle, and white exploited it with a series of beautiful tactical strikes, starting off with knight h5. Amazing stuff. Now if takes, white simply takes an f6, and after bishop takes h7 we are winning the rook on e8, as well as we have already pocketed a pawn. That said, there was a counter tactics here that I don't think that black saw, and that was that after rook takes bishop f5 is possible, and in doing so black actually recovers the lost exchange, but he's still a pawn down with a very shaky king. Anyway, in the game they played bishop e7, which allowed the second beautiful tactical strike. Bishop takes g6, once again the same idea, we want to exploit the pin on the e file. So if for example takes, then we can either take on e7 or f6, doesn't matter which one. Excuse me. It was early morning. Yeah, after takes we take on e8 followed by f6, and white is winning again. So they took on g6, which then allowed white to take, and take on h5. And after these beautiful tactical skirmishes, white ended up being a solid 2 pawns up for the good. And although the level of the play here at this point started to drop quite a bit, white managed to actually convert this advantage rather easily. In the end there were a series of nice minor tactics, like this check, pocketing the pawn on c5, then this liquidation into an easily winning ending, and then yeah, white just kept on taking everything that was thrown at him, and bishop d3 was the icing on the cake that got checked down by queen d4. But really the game lost its relevance up to this point, because after White's beautiful tactics, the rest was just a matter of technique. So let's have a look at again this beautiful tactical sequence. Knight h5, once again exploiting the pin and the fact that the queen is so busy with guarding everything under the sun. And after bishop e7, bishop takes g6. Bang! Very typical motif. I say to my students a lot of the time, that you find that tactical strikes like this happen most of the times at the most guarded spot. And there is no particular reason for it, it just somehow appears to be a law of chess, that positions tend to collapse where they seem to be the strongest. And yeah, after number of swaps, black ended up being dead lost. So thanks a lot again, Mohammed, Fahad, Raman, for sending this game to me and giving me the opportunity to analyze it. It was a great delight and a good way to start my morning. And I would like to encourage everybody else that if you have played a great game, send it in. I will analyze it and put it up on YouTube. So thanks a lot again for watching, and thanks all for sending it in, and I will be back with more soon. Thank you.